Hey guys, what's going on? EndgameWarrior here, and we're back on Diablo 3, this time on the Witch Doctor. And this is going to be a fresh level 70 build based around the pets. Like you see right there, we got the Gargantuan, and you got the little pets out. You saw Sycophants just die. This build is basically going to be like the standard fetish pet build that you'll find with a lot of witch doctors, and also help you transition to a lot of the endgame builds for the Zunamasa set and the Helltooth set. Just like before, when we did all these the other fresh videos, I'm at Torment 1. Just as a baseline, so you guys can understand, you can take this straight to the Torment and push it. My gear is set out basic. You can see the gear that I'm usually running right down here, but don't worry about that. We're not going to touch that. Paragon points refreshed. I got nothing. Absolutely nothing built up. And then for the cube, basically nothing that helps us build. Nemesis bracers for pylons. They don't affect us. This thing, you don't even have to worry about it. This build is basically, once you get it going, it's going to blow things up. It takes a while for it to build up, to get the damage rolling, because you have to get the fetishes out. And we'll get into how you do that through the gear and move sets. So why don't we just jump into that before we actually get into the gameplay. Okay. For the move sets, you're going to be running Haunt with Poisoned Spirit, Acid Cloud with Lob Bomb, Summon Zombie Dogs with Rabid Dogs, Gargantuan with Big Stinker, Spirit Walk with Jaunt, Piranhas with Paranoido, and for your passive, Zombie Handlers, Pierce the Veil, Fetish Sycophants, and Midnight Feast. Alright. A lot of variations you'll see with this similar build. This one actually pumps out the most damage that I've noticed. And it's mainly because of these two skills right here. These are basically your main damaging skills. And another big thing with this build compared to the other ones, mainly the Plague of Frogs build, is this is more a leader of a pack style, where the Plague of Frogs is more sit behind your dogs, your gargantuans, and your finishes, and just keep them going. With Haunt, it's gonna be your opener. So you basically popped it. You pop this, get your spirits going, and then everything that you hit with is just going to take more damage, especially with the Poison Spirit, because that 20% actually adds up when you start getting this thing rolling. Like I keep saying, it takes a while to get this going. It's like a diesel engine. You gotta warm those plugs up before the engine's good to go, but when she goes, she'll last a long time. Next is basically your filler while you're waiting, basically while you're getting all your fetishes rolling and everything running. Acid Bomb. I'm still a little iffy on this. I find that out of all the other skills I've tried with, even Big Bad Voodoo, this actually pumps out more damage in the long run, especially in one-on-one situations when you take on the Rift Guardians. Just on the fact that it's an initial 300% damage right off the bat, and then everything near it takes 600% weapon damage over 5 seconds. And basically, that is great, especially if you're stacking poison, which, if you notice, all these skills are poison based. That's going to do a lot of damage. Now, we're running the Rabid Dogs, mainly to stick with the theme, to build up that poison damage and deal as much damage as possible. It says right there, you summon 5 zombie dogs, each dealing 150% of your weapon damage as physical per hit, but because it's a Rabid Dogs, they also deal 250% weapon damage over 3 seconds as poison, which is good because you'll be doing poison damage on top of it. Big Stinker, basically your tank. He's going to go up. He's going to fight 400%, and then another 300% of that is going to be damage around him. So he's got big AoE. Spirit Walk. This is basically you get out of jail free card, because you're going to be getting yourself into trouble just as quickly as you can get out of it. And this allows you to basically go right up in the middle of big packs, do your thing, and then just skeleton walk your way out of there. Piranhas with Tornado. Basically, your big crowd control causes a great tornado, pulls everything together, which is perfect. You want everything to stack as much as possible so that your Haunt doesn't have to travel far, your Acid Cloud hits more, your Dogs and your Stinker do a lot more damage. Now onto our passives. Zombie Handler. Is basically the life of your dogs and your Gargantuan is increased by 20%, and it gives you 1 additional dog. So instead of running 5, you got 6. So that's 6 dogs doing 120% of your weapon damage, plus another 120% over time damage. That adds up to be quite a lot. And the fact that your Stinker is doing so much as well, I keep calling him Stinker, it's Gargantuan, but whatever. We'll just call him Stinker for now. Since your Stinker is getting more health now, that means he can stay in the fight longer without taking too much damage. Without, like, dying, and that means more damage overall. Pierce the Veil. All your damage is increased by 20%, but your mana cost is increased by 30%. It's a tough call. I like it because it helps you clear mobs faster, and once you start getting to the gear that's more mana regenerative, or you start costing less resource reduction on it, this actually balances itself out, because the only big ones that you're going to be running that cost mana are these 3 right here, your Haunt, your Acid Cloud, and your Tornadoes. The rest are just going to be just cooldown. Like, not much to say there. So getting that bonus actually helps out, and you'll find that, yeah, you may run out of mana from time to time with this build. Once you start rolling, you start collecting pieces to endgame sets, it actually balances itself. Like, even the set I'm running now of just straight rares, yeah, you notice it, but things die, and you don't have to really worry about it. Fetish Sycophants. This is quite possibly the funniest passive in the game, especially if you're running with a group of friends and they do not see this coming. When you hit enemies with your spells, you have a 50% chance to summon a dagger-wielding fetish to your side for 60 seconds. This is what I'm talking about, that it takes a while to run up, to get rolling. Once you get enough of these bad boys out on the field, things just die. Like, they just... all you're doing is... all you'll see basically do is like, okay, Haunt... sorry, no. Tornado, Haunt, Acid Cloud, then all of a sudden things just start dying, and you're just keeping the Acid Cloud going, you're keeping the Tornadoes that keep them stacked, you're making sure your Haught's possessing people, and then these guys just stack up, and I think these go up to 15 out at once, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I played Witch Doctor, so Witch Doctor, and I had this maxed out, so give me a break on that. But these guys actually do a fair bit of damage on top of your other 7 pets. By 7 I mean 6 and 1. And it's really insane what you see happen. Midnight Feast. The damage of your zombie dogs and Gargantuan is increased by 50%. Additionally, you may have 1 additional zombie dog summoned at one time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 zombie dogs out right now. Like, it just... you see me fumbling here. It just adds up. You're increasing all your damage of your pets. It's insane. It's like, I'm speechless how much damage is going straight to your pets and how much this actually does. The fact that all of them are getting 50% damage on top of all the dot damage that's coming out and all the area effect damage is just insane. Like, let's just get right into the run, and you guys will see what I mean by this build. Build its damage. We're going to go back. We're going to go to Hall's Agony, as always, to test this level 70 build out for you guys. Okay, so let's get going. Let's find a great big group of ads, and here we go. Hunt, Colonel. You can see right there we already got one out. All I'm doing here is just keeping myself out of harm's way. Dropping. You can see right there I'm already out of mana. But like I said, this build does have a big mana pool problem. But once you get going, things work. You can see everything's just melting away, and I'm just running around doing nothing. Yeah. See, I just wasted a hunt there. Oh, and we got a little goblin trying to run. We got a little goblin here trying to run. We're not gonna let him though. We're gonna try and keep those haunts on him. We're gonna try and keep things stocked up and try to keep our guys on him. You can see all of our pets are on him. He's just melting away. And we're gonna pickle this up because why let a goblin loot go to waste? And you can see, like, we only have 4 fetishes out right now. And these things are just gonna start stacking like you wouldn't believe. Like, it's insane what kind of damage you can get out with this build. We're at 6 now. You can see things are dying a lot quicker. And all I'm doing is just collecting and dropping poisons down and just making sure that my haunt is out on everything. And all this damage is coming from my pets. It's not coming from me. It is basically, you're basically the ringmaster of this pet. And you can see that they're slowly dying down, but it's not too bad. We got our mana situation figured out. We're at 10, 11, 12. Like I said, this build, once you get it going, it goes. It hits like a damn truck. That's why I made the diesel truck reference earlier. You can just see things just trying to survive, but you're dealing with just too much damage. It is just, I feel sorry for these undeads right now. Like, you have no idea. Things are just melting, and all you're doing is just sitting here, applying a couple of dots here and there, making sure that everything just dies, stacking themselves up once your cooldowns come down, and yeah, that's basically all this is build. Hey, we'll tap back and we'll go some routes that might help this build out a little more. Alright. Now for gearing, for what you guys are going out and you're collecting legendaries, besides the stuff you can make from the blacksmith, as you can see here, I got a couple decent legendaries. Like, I got the Ashiras, I got the Oddkills, Captain Crimson, basically standard stuff that you're running. The biggest ones that will definitely help this build out is, one, Theo and Taskers, I think it's called. I can't remember off the top of my skull. Just give me a minute, guys. I'm so unprofessional. This is Tasker and Theos. Yeah, increase attack speed over your pets. That's really, really good. Another good one to have would be your Reaper's Wrap, so you can just walk around, collect the health globes, get things rolling. The tall man's and the short man's finger rings, the legendary rings for your zombie dog and your Gargantuan, will work great with this build, as well as the massive Jurum. That'll work great. You can actually transition to the Health Tooth set and still run really good damage. Like, if you've looked at the scalings, the Health Tooth is actually doing his right behind the Zunamasses, so it allows you to transition to a really, really good build setup from there. For your gems, of course, you're going to run diamond for your helm and topazes for everything. Emerald for your weapons. Wouldn't worry too much about the legendaries until you start building like a Helltooth set or an actual like Zunamasa set. Just because you can do so much, but probably if you have the time, Bane of the Traps is a good one. Zystone's a good one that you can throw in there. Enforcers are a really good one. I highly recommend it. As well as Bane of Powerful, Esoteric, basically anything that helps build your damage up for this build and allows you to keep things going. But for me, if I was going to set up the legendaries and gems, I would definitely go Enforcer, Bane of the Stricken, and probably Bane of the Powerful, if I have to recommend 3. For your Paragon points, while you're leveling this, get your movement speed capped. Remember, show you guys how to do that. Basically, you take your movement speed value, sitting here at 12%, you minus that from 25, and then you just go boom, boom, little mathematics. Went a little too far there, whoops. And now when we look at our movement speed down here, you can see we're at 25%. So there we go, we're all good there. Drop the rest of intelligence as such, and you'll see things just go as such. You do have cooldowns, so maxing out your cooldowns is great. Then you want to go with your crits, maxing those bad boys out. Finally, your attack speed. Resist all for your defenses, because elemental damage hits you from range, does a lot of things. Life next, just so you have a bigger health pool. Armor and life regeneration, that's completely up to you which one you want to do next. Depending on the character I play, I'll go one or the other. I push more life regeneration because you're mitigating more damage, but in the end you can go either or, so just for points values I'll just throw it in there. Utility, always life on hit first. Max that puppy out if you can. The more damage you mitigate, the more damage you dish out. I've said this once, I'll keep saying it over and over again. You do no damage when you're dead, so the longer you stay alive, the better. Next, resource cost reduction. As you saw, my resources dropped like a rock, so maxing that out really helps this build. Then area damage, you're already doing a lot of area, you might as well make it more. Then finally, gold vine. And yeah, that's basically all there is to the Haunt Acid Cloud Pet Witch Doctor build thingy here. Yeah. If you have any suggestions, concerns, comments, whatever, put them in the comments down and below. Feel free to leave a lot. I can't speak today. God damn it. Feel free to leave me a like if you actually think this video was informative. Also, subscribe to see more future content that I dish out, whether it be D3 or anything else. And yeah, that'll be everything. So, I hope you guys have a have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later!